What's going on, Neverwinter? In this video here today, we're going to be talking about 5 tips, 5 things to look out for coming in Mod 17 console. So if you guys have already prepared yourself and already know everything there is to need to know about Mod 17, go ahead and click on the video. If not, we'll see you in the meat and potatoes. Alright, if you guys made it this far, you guys are interested in to hear what I have to say about preparing for Mod 17. So these are going to be 5 tips, or 5 things to do, or 5 things to get ready for Mod 17. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the tower. I highly suggest you go watch Rainer's video about him going through the tower, because it's very mechanically inclined to people. You have to know how to do it, you have to know what to do, and you have to know where to stand and where to go and all that thing. Because as of a week ago, there was only 2 groups that have completed Tower of Mad Mage on preview. I'm sure that will change once everyone has it on PC and people start running it with their group. I'm sure it will change. But for the people who actually test things and people who actually play on the preview server, only 2 groups have made it through it. So with that being said, and Rainer was the lead group and have been testing things and testing theories and testing group compositions and all that good stuff. So I will leave that video in the link in the description below so you guys can check it out, please. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, since we're talking about tower, is getting something, especially if you're a tank. No, grant you. Get you a tactical enchantment. So we'll go over right now. Rank 9s are going to give you 5.4%. Rank 10s are going to give you 6.4. Rank 11s is 7.4. Rank 12s is 8.4. And we'll go to see what the legendaries are. 13s are 9.6. And 15s are 12%. Now, I don't say go out and buy rank 12s, but those tanks out there, you're going to want to need more incoming healing, because tower is all single target. Hold the aggro, let the healer heal you for 12% more, or get 2 for 24, or 3 for 36, or max out with 48%, because this will the 48% incoming healing will be better for you, especially if you don't have that high health pool. If you don't have the high health pool like a lot of the tanks out there, you want as much incoming healing as possible. You want to be at full health as much as possible. And with the changing of the way healing is working and the nerfs to healing for both Paladin and Cleric, I would advise you to at least get 2 of these. Put them on your utilities for a tank, even some DPS. Put them on your utilities and see if it helps your survivability for Tower of Mad Mage. So that was tip 2. Tip 3 here, we're going to be talking about your stats. Now these aren't right before you judge me. These aren't right, and one, I'm at a lower level. So my understanding is all your stat caps for Mod 17 are going up 12,000. So with that being said, I would probably advise you guys to focus on your armor pen, your combat advantage, and your defensive stats, especially your defensive stats. Your damage doesn't mean anything if you can't stay alive, obviously, because once your sickness kicks in, your stats are going to be irrelevant to begin with. So before you guys were to prioritize armor pen, combat advantage over your defensive stats, I'm saying I would at least put it neck and neck, because you need to survive. You need to stay alive. Getting one shot and causing you to get a revived sickness and your stats are being cut will be detrimental to come the middle of tower There's nothing more. There's nothing more. Nothing else I need to add. Get your stats capped. With the new companion gear, you're gonna get a lot of single stat gear. Those will help you hit certain caps and help you lower certain caps that you don't need. And also the item level to get into tower is 24k. So you're gonna want to get up, starting with your companions and your bondings and your all that mumbo jumbo. You're gonna want to get up everything that you can get up, get it up, because you want to be the 24k to get in there. If you have to take off some armor and put on some hunt gear to increase your damage, do so, but you need to be at least 24k to get into tower. Another tip, another thing to look into is PvP is kind of getting revamped. They're coming out with a new stat, they're coming out with new gear, they're coming out with a new map, they're coming out with a lot of stuff for PvP to try to get people re-energized about PvP. My advice for you on this would be try to find a build, try to talk to people who actually PvP now and see where they're heading mod 17. Because with healing being changed and divinity being changed, there's going to be some classes that are going to have to, I wouldn't say have to, but may look other places to get better at PvP, because PvP is very one-sided, and I hope they do something in the future to help with that, because it's unappealing to a lot of new players, and it's unappealing to a lot of veteran players who really don't know much about PvP and don't know where to go to try to jump into PvP. Because what happens is you jump into PvP, you get wrecked for 10 minutes straight, and you're like, what's the point of doing PvP? Right? Right. And the last tip I will leave you guys in this video is alts. I will have a video coming out sometime in the future about reasons to have alts, but in this particular video we're going to talk about getting your alts to 80. The companion gear is going to play a vital part on getting your stats to cap. And the way to get that is to run the new expeditions. My advice for you guys is get as many characters of 70 as possible. That way you're ready to not only run the MEs for mod 16 to grant you access to like the etchings for chances for Staff of Flowers and the music box, but to get ready for the future expeditions of mod 17 so you guys have more chances to get that gear. Because from what I understand, the companion gear coming out in mod 17 is not sellable. So you're actually going to have to grind for that. And limiting yourself to 3 per day or 6 per day is not very beneficial when you have 10 characters. I'm not saying run 10 characters through 3 expeditions a day. I'm saying when you need something to do and you have alts to get through MEs, get through them. Because getting that character's companion gear will help you not only reach item level, because it's 1010 item level, but it's also going to help you get your stats ready. So if I had to say focus on one thing, it would be focus on alts to get level 80 so you can do more expeditions. Because more expeditions, more companion gear means more stats mean more item level, and so on and so forth. Because you need to hit the 24k to get there, and as of right now, a lot of people who are hitting 24k aren't using the right stuff to hit 24k. So if I missed anything, or if you guys feel like that there's a tip that I should have discussed, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more content like this or different content, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. I'll leave my social media down below. And this is Frank signing out. Peace.